Hey guys, I was talking to someone about hero glow. Like, here's this paladin, right? If I want to put the paladin hero glow on a knight or something, right? So let's just say I'll just even copy one of these hero glow elements. It's like for the weapon, right? And we're gonna try to copy this weapon glow. And so let's say that I wanted. Actually, let's give Mirrodin. Sure, we'll do Mirrodin. All right. Unit load Mountain King. Maybe there's a slight difference with Mirrodin and Mountain King, but they're pretty similar, right? So we'll just use the Mountain King. We're just going to get the glow off of one of these hammers, right? Something like that. We'll turn on the nodes so we can see them. We'll get this one right here. And somebody's telling me, he's like, well, if I copy paste this to the other model, like to a knight, right? We'll get ourselves a knight. Let's do that. I'll copy paste this to a knight, and he said, well, it doesn't face the camera anymore. Why does that happen? So here we'll put it on like the tip of this thing. So what's this thing attached to, right? This is a T-box 02. So clearly, like, I paste this glow in here, right, on this knight, and the first thing we see is that right after I paste it, it doesn't face the camera, right, which is really annoying. Like, you'd want it to face the camera. So then we can ask ourselves, well, why would that be? So if I take this glow, and maybe we'll make it bigger too, so now it's really easy to see, but why would that be that it doesn't face the camera, right? Well, something interesting. When we pasted it, we pasted plane 28 and copied model dummy. Now, actually, the settings of plane 28 will be preserved, but the current implementation of copy and paste is bugged so that everything always links to copied model dummy. Now, if you'd like to verify this, you can do Tools, View Selected Matrices, and that'll tell you if I have this plane selected. It'll tell me that the plane is attached to copied model dummy. So how do you fix that? What you do is you right-click and you reassign the matrix on this plane, and you tell it that we're going to instead assign it to plane 28 that is pasted in here below the copied model dummy. That was added in when I did Control V, but it just simply didn't retain the linking when I pasted that. There was some technical reason why that is. I don't remember at the time, and maybe someday it'll be fixed. But for this current version, once I do that, you can see that this glow is camera-centric. So you can copy and paste camera-facing glows, but you have to repair that point. Since that's really annoying, once you've done this the first time, and now we have this glow in the model, here I'll make it a little bit smaller, so we'll put it back on, just like the tip of this thing here, right? Once you've done that, and you've overcome that nuisance, when you're not going between two different models, you can use Control D, which is the duplicate function, and it lets you choose a new name for nodes. It's generally a much safer copy-paste within a single model file. The reason for that, right, if I drag this new plane over here to the side, you can see that both of these two planes are both camera-facing. Because the duplicate function does not introduce the copied model dummy system, because it's not built for going between models like Control C and Control V. So it's simpler and more relative to what's currently open. And so it'll handle that correctly. And what this means, right, is that if I put this back over here on this thing, you could do duplicate many times, and you just do that, right? You get one over here, get another duplicate, one over here, and you can start to make this knight weapon start to glow. And then the next thing you're going to ask yourself right after that is, well, how do I make these things stay on the knight weapon? Because clearly, if he's running or something, right, that glow isn't at all attached to his weapon there. So if you want to do that, right, you just click on these particular nodes, and you can just do set parent, right? It's a little bit different than reassigning the matrix because we're changing the node structure, right, of what's linked to what. But as long as we can find, whatever the knight weapon is called here, it's probably like hand right or something. I guess there's hand right and hand right 01. One of them's when he's dead. I'm assuming this one's... Is this the one for when he's dead? I don't think this is the one for when he's dead. We're going to go ahead and link this to hand right and hope that it looks good. So let's go find that down here, and we'll do that. If it gets annoying that you're doing all of them at once, just hold shift. Just shift select all of them, and then do the same there, and we should be able to go in here to T-bone hand right, and I think it doesn't look like that's correct. All right, so this must be that hand right is probably the death. So I guess, yeah, okay, so this is the death hand right. So you can fix that, right? We just go back to, I accidentally clicked auto center. It wasn't good, but actually it's fine for these to auto center. But that was just a misclick there. So we're just going to go through, and I guess it's probably not T-bone hand right then, is it? Yeah, okay, it's just hand right and not T-bone hand right. That's interesting. There's hand right and hand right 01. I really don't know. Oh, hand right 01 is the left hand. Okay, yeah. Hand right 01 is the left. Okay. So once you've fixed that, obviously you want to do something about the death animation, presumably. But notably, this so there's two copies of the knight's weapon actually, and the one down here is the one we care about. So I mean, you can fix that, right? But it's just gonna take a second, right? Just kind of like dragging these down here, trying to line them up with the other knight weapon. So we just want to do that. Try to put it down here. Yeah, we'll do this one. Put that down there probably. And we'll get this last one here. Drag that on down as well. And that'll start to look pretty good, right? That now it's on his weapon, and if he starts going to walk where the weapon's in a different place, it's following the weapon, and it's also camera centric. So if you're doing something like that, that's basically how you do it. Just with the current tool set I've got here. This guy I was talking to is building the tools from source. Just so you know, I do encourage that if you'd like to have these tools that we see here, you can just go to GitHub, Redera JWC3, and you can actually clone this repository, and you can set it up with Gradle and start running this particular, the latest version of the software here. Hopefully at some point I'll post like a binary build online for people, but it's been a long time and I haven't done that, so it hasn't happened yet, but it should. Hopefully I'll do that. So yeah, there you go. That is how you do that. I hope you have a good day.